Hey, what's up, YouTube? 7.9 Jax. I'm going to go over the runes and the masteries we used for this gameplay. And I'm about to show you right here. So this is a standard Jax page. Attack speed quints, AD marks, scaling magic resist blues, and armor seals. And here are the masteries we use. We use 1812. Going Fervor of Battle with the extra move speed in the jungle and cunning, as well as the buff duration, Merciless, as well as Dangerous Game. I'm pretty sure I accidentally went the Magic Pen one, but I was supposed to go Armor Pen. I think Armor Pen is a lot better on Jax because most of Jax's damage is AD damage, well, physical damage. So Armor Pen scales better on Jax than Magic Pen does. But if you're looking for more burst, Magic Pen works fine. But yeah, this is the page I use. So if you guys want to copy pasta these masteries and runes, then feel free to do so. Alright, let's get into the gameplay. Alright, what's up, guys? 7.9 Jax here, back with another video. Today I wanted to show you guys, this Jax game I had, Jax Jungle. It's kind of like a my way for like Trick, and yeah. So I'm going to explain it, like kind of what I did. Just how I approached this game and what I did in order to win this game. Because, when you have teammates that feed like this Rise, it's going to be a hard game for you. And if you have people that get fed early in the game, if you make mistakes and feed them early, you got to have a backup game plan. So your job is to not stress out and figure out what the heck you're going to do in order to win the game. So I'm going to show you guys right here what I do. So basically, we're waiting for red buff, of course, and yeah. So Soraka blows that, and boom. So Hecarim starts blue. So he's probably going to gank top early, and I know that. So I'm a bit prepared for that. And Rise, he's harassing, but he's getting low. He's calling Gragas bad the whole laning phase, but he's actually like not doing so well himself. Hecarim's already at red, so Hecarim's game plan is to gank top, right? So I know this. I know Hecarim is planning to do this, and I could have approached this gank with a higher HP, but I didn't. So I immediately come up so I can help Rise, and we give Hecarim 2 kills. So what does this mean for us? What does this mean? It means we're going to have a tough game because Hecarim's snowballing, right? He already has 2 kills early on in the game, and you guys know how Hecarim is when he gets early kills, right? So your goal is to just say, top lane is whatever to me. I don't care too much for top lane, right? I'm not sure if I do that at first, but later on I'd start to realize, okay, well, if I focus bot, then maybe that's our winning game plan. And you guys are going to see me get really fed and what items I build in this game, in this replay. So I'm going to show you guys exactly what that is. So, we're just speeding up. Soraka healing. I'm clearing the jungle. That's my goal right now. Just clear the jungle. And, yeah, so that happens. Hold on. So, Hecarim ganks again, right? And I'm like, okay, well, I gotta help. But why am I helping this when she's already dead? This is a mistake on my part. I should be just clearing this jungle, you know, she's screwed. She screwed herself by overextending and Hecarim getting a easy gank off. You know, Hecarim could just run through here, then just path this way and just knock them back, and they're screwed. And look at me, I'm just wasting my time when she's already dead. So that was a mistake on my part. I should be farming this. You know, top lane's whatever. He's pushed in. I don't care. So I wasted time there, you know, doing that. I could have caught this wave that Karthus is pushing in. I'm pretty sure I go like wolves. If I'm smart, I go wolves into this wave, but I don't, because wolves takes me forever. And by the way, guys, I didn't like mention this at the start of the video. I do Q max Jax this game. So the reason why we max Q on Jax, like I've been seeing this all over our Discord, Jax Main's Discord. You know, these master tier higher elo players are saying, you know, Fervor with Leap Strike is really good right now, and this is something I used to do when I started playing Jax. I actually max Q in the jungle, and I actually think it's a legit maxing skill. I think that Q is really good because it gives you a lower cooldown, it gives higher base damage, but it doesn't give you the lower cooldown on the auto reset, right? Well, your goal is to max W second because, you know, you're not going to be using your helicopter ability third. You know, that's going to be your third max because, you know, all it does is lower the CD and up the damage a little bit. It doesn't up the stun. So, I mean, E is good in certain scenarios, like say they have like a pure auto attack team, right? Which they don't really. They only have Caitlyn and Hecarim. You know, his E gets blocked by your E. So, really, like, Ryze dies again. I'm like, alright, gotta farm the jungle. But yeah, maxing E second, you know, it's normally not good unless they have, like, a certain comp for it, right? But it leaves you with less damage, and that's the issue. Q max, you know, you have less damage. But you have a lower cooldown on your gap closer ability, which is very nice, especially like with all these mobile champions right now. And, you know, being able to escape sticky situations is very nice as well. So, my goal here is, you know, I'm looking at bot lane, and I don't think I'd make it in time. Yeah, I don't make it in time. So, Soraka's really raging right now. Soraka's just like, oh my god, we're going to lose this game. Holy crap, you guys fed Hecarim. And, you know, I'm wasting time by trying to help these people when they're raging. And the Ryze is, like, raging too. He's like, oh my god, Gragas is so bad, but Hecarim is, like, carrying him, right? So, this is the stuff you got to deal with. And, you know, I'm going to show you guys exactly what the heck my game plan is. You know, right now I haven't executed, you know, enough plays, but I have 1 kill on my belt, and I'm getting my CS. Like, you know, this dragon's gone. I'm not going to die for that, because that's just going to give them more of a gold lead. That's going to put me behind even more, right? So it's not even worth it, you know. Bot lane dies, you know, it's whatever to me. So my goal right here is get my CS, get my Tiamat, you know, and just farm stuff and clear waves and, you know, like, find the perfect opportunities to gank, because that's what you want to do as Jax. Like, you don't really want to, like, rush things. You don't want to, like, dedicate your early game to ganking as a Jax player. You want to dedicate your game into what is going to get you the most gold. That is how you play Jax jungle, because Jax is a gold starving champion. He needs items in order to, you know, be a monster, because this champion is actually a monster with items. So I'm going to show you guys what my plan was there, if it works. Okay, yeah. So I come in here, right? You know, we hit up the counter strike and the leap strike early. There wasn't really a need for that. The Lux wasn't in a bad situation. And I didn't need a pop ult there. I was just afraid Hecarim would counter gank, so I did just in case. So I would have the early resistances. And, you know, Hecarim's just camping the crap out of this Rise, because this Rise is just like so tilted right now. I'm just like, you know what? I should push that and got that wave. That was probably the better decision there. But I didn't. So instead, you know, I get Scuttle. No, I think I'm like, okay, I gotta gank bot lane because this Caitlyn's low. This Janna's not going to react in time. I have a feeling she's not going to because, you know, she doesn't even have her ult right now, and I think I knew that. And she's not really going to have the reaction time to stop me from this gank. So, you know, I come in here, you know, I'm saying, you know what, push the wave, and I gank. I kill this Caitlyn. Like, I just jump on her, I have 2 long swords, I have 2 daggers, and I have a red smite. Like, it doesn't matter that she had that. And the exhaust didn't matter either. So, I see the TP coming in, I'm like, okay, you know, let's back off. I think this fight goes really well for us, actually. This fight goes pretty well for us because they misplay it really hard. So, you see, like, right here, how I'm not, like, jumping in right away. The reason why I don't jump in right away is because, you know, I wait for opportunities like that when the Lux blows her laser and, you know, I can turn a fight. Because at first the fight's looking bad for us. The Soraka's low on mana. It's an Ashe, it's a Gragas, it's a Karthus, and a Janna. So, at first it looks bad for us, and then Lux comes, and it just turns immediately. And Hecarim is late to this fight, so this is going to go well for us. It's going to take a while for us to kill this guy. And yeah, so basically we do that. And Lux just chases. And I don't know why Hecarim didn't go in on her. Hecarim could have like one-shot her, but yeah. So you see how I don't back. I just go and farm camps again. You know, after that fight, I'm like, okay, well, I gotta farm camps. You know, maybe I could have pushed mid, maybe I could have pushed bot with him. But, you know, I'm just like, okay, if I get my CS in the jungle, if I clear my jungle, then this should be good for me immediately. Like, this should just be good no matter what. This is the best. Like, this is not a bad decision. I'm not sure if she dies here. I'm pretty sure she does die here because of red smite. Yeah, and this Hecarim, you know, he's popping off, and I'm like, okay, well, I got 3 kills under my belt. You know, 1 death, 1 simple mistake. This Hecarim is, you know, he's in a carrying state right now, and I'm like, okay, well, I gotta get myself in a carry state, so what is my goal here? What do you guys think my goal is here? Well, you see I buy a Tiamat, you see I buy a Stinger, you see I have the Skirmisher Saber, and you see I have a Vamp Scepter. So, basically, when I'm farming the jungle, I don't really need to blow off all my mana because I don't have to blow Counter-Strike on the jungle anymore with a Vamp Scepter, and now I have, like, Insta-Clear with a Tiamat. Like, this is so good on Jax. Like, attack speed, wave clear, and sustain. Like, all these items right here that I buy are like core things Jax would really like. So this just allows me to clear the jungle without using as much mana, and I can clear it even faster now as well. So if I do choose to use mana, then, you know, I can just clear it faster. So my goal is, you know, top lane screwed. You know, he's 0-3 right now. Hecarim's camping him. I don't care about top lane. Top lane is whatever to me. You know, they're not pushing the wave after killing Rise, and they're not getting this tower, so why should I be threatened by that? Why don't I just stay bot and, you know, get this Ashe fed, or get myself fed, actually, and get called bad in all chat by Hecarim because he's like, oh, you stole all your team's kills, oh my god, oh ho ho. Well, I'm here to tell you guys that if you want to carry, you gotta steal kills, even if it's not a kill steal. I don't really care what a KS is. I really don't care. Like, if you KS though, then that's just going to allow you to carry harder, that much harder. Like, if you know what you're doing with a champion, because if you don't have these kills on the champion, then it's going to be harder for you to carry. So I'm going to show you guys what I do here. You know, Janna Ward's my red. Hecarim's just camping the crap out top. I really don't care about top lane. Like, top lane is whatever to me. If they're smart, they push this wave and they get that tower. But do they do that? Only Gragas does. Hecarim goes back to farming. And yeah, let me show you guys what I do here while they do that. So I get red. I immediately come down to gank. I'm like, alright, Caitlyn gets a stun. And boom, that leap strike. You see that leap strike cooldown? Like, I'm telling you guys, like, leap strike is actually a legit max. It's actually a legit max. And you see how I don't back into the jungle and, like, farm these camps? I just go for the tower. Like, we need that. We finally got a tower, and, you know, we're needing to do that. And now I'm making aggressive plays because, you know, I have 5 kills. I'm confident with my champion, you know, and I have my leap strike max so I can get out of sticky situations. And then this guy just walks in a bush and dies. So there's another kill for me. And you see how this starts to develop, right? It's snowball after snowball after snowball. And Hecarim, you know, he just throws right here. Well, okay, the Hecarim gets away because Ghost, and then I kill the Janna. And then we get Dragon, because, you know, if they walk in here, I kill both of them. Like, they can't do anything. And plus Ashe can get arrows off and stuff, so we have the advantage there. So, them wasting that time instead of going back to farm, like a wave or something, is, like, bad on their part. Like, they don't understand the game from, you know, get CS. They don't understand that part of the game. Like, they don't understand, you know, if we lose an objective, we just got to do something else. Like, they are wasting so much time just wandering around like I did earlier in some scenarios. Like, that's something I really need to work on again. You know, if something is lost, you know, just do something else on the map. And, you know, just don't lose too much out of whatever you do on the map. Like, make good decisions. So, yeah, now I have my blue buff. You know, top is screwed. Pretty sure I gank top at a certain point because, you know, he's like a free kill for me, basically. I'm pretty sure I do gank top like once. But I see Soraka coming here. I'm like, alright, well, if we get Rift Herald, we just dominate now. Because this thing right here, this is like your answer to every game. Like, this thing is like auto win. Like, you see how Hecarim's wasting time just in the bush while we're getting this? Because he's so tunneled on ganking this guy, and he gets away. Like, he doesn't get a successful gank off that. And we just get Rift Herald. Like, and then Hecarim doesn't fight me because he knows I'll just obliterate him. I'm like, I'm 7-1. I have these items to fight him. And I'm a level, what, 11 Jax? Yeah, I have 2 points in my ultimate. I just destroy Hecarim at this point. Like, all he has is a warrior, a sheen, and a phage, and a dagger with boots. Like, what's he going to do to me in a 1v1 when I have sustain my Trinity Force and my freaking Tiamat and my skirmishers? Like, he can't fight me. And he's not going tanky, which is like one of his biggest mistakes with the Courage of Colossus. Like, he's going like pure damage and he's not even like caring too hard anymore. Like, he's not like doing what I'm doing now. You see how I, like, go top here? I'm just like, alright, well, we got Rift. This thing is broken. I'm about to show you guys what the heck it does, so. Watch this crap. Boom, one shot. One shot the tower. It's so stupid. I don't know why I activate Counter-Strike there. I think I got slowed, but we make a mistake here. I dive. I get too greedy. You see how I, like, flash? I flash because I want to get out of tower range, and I accidentally autoed a minion, which I would have got a double kill if I didn't auto that minion, but I did, which wasn't good. I autoed a minion instead of Karthus, and then I could have killed Gragas, but I didn't. So, you know, that was a bad dive anyway, because it's Gragas. I figured since Gragas didn't have ultimate, you know, we could have dove him. But that wasn't the case, because it's Gragas. He has CC, he has slows. Karthus has a major slow with his Wall of Pain, and yeah. So I kind of throw a little bit right there, but, you know, we get almost 2 towers off that because of Rift Herald being broken. So Rift Herald just makes up for these mistakes, so it doesn't really matter. And I still get a kill out of that, so it wasn't as bad as you think it is. But it's still pretty bad. Like, it could have went better because it's Gragas. Like, why dive Gragas when I'm Jax? Jax is weak to CC. I don't have Merc Treads yet, right? So why dive that? But you see how, like, fast I clear now and how much I can sustain? Like, I'm not taking any damage from the Raptor camp anymore. Doesn't matter if I have Counter-Strike or not. So we just push this wave, and she actually gets a really good and look at this, like, I'm getting CC'd, but I'm killing this guy, like. And then Raka comes in, heals me a bunch. And then these guys try to make a play on us. You see how I, like, activate Counter-Strike there? It was kind of weird how he flashed. I don't know why he did that. But then these two, like, come from behind. I'm like, what the crap are they doing? We just insta-burst them. Like this Caitlyn is, like, right behind us when we can, like, scissor her. Like, it's... Or, yeah, scissor her. Whatever the heck it's called. When we can collapse on her. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me why people do this stuff. Like, you know, they just get freaked out that I'm, like, really ahead right now. And they don't understand how to control the game. So, you know, I'm like, Dragon's about to come up. Not sure if we're up for it. And Hecarim pings Baron, and then I'm just like, oh, you're trying to go to Baron. Okay, you're dead. Another a shutdown. So Hecarim has 2 deaths now. He was 5-0 earlier. Now he's 6-2. Hecarim to me is just like, you know, he just threw his lead, and like in all chat he's like, oh, you're so bad, Jax, you're so bad. Like, he's saying that, but he's throwing his lead like too hard. That is not what you're supposed to do as Hecarim. Like, if you're playing a champion that's supposed to carry, you're not trying to throw your lead. You know, he didn't maintain that lead, he just kind of fell off. So right here, like, I'm like, whoever comes is going to die. Like, look at this crap. Like, Janna, doesn't matter. Well, yeah, Dragon gets her ass. I'm like, I'm going to leave Dragon for you. Then Hecarim's like, okay, let's fight this. I'm like, okay, well, I'll just kill you too. Like, they don't understand, like, how strong I am right now. I'm 14-2. Like, they don't understand that. Like, they just make these dumb plays like, oh, let's walk up the dragon and try to attack it while he is, you know. And it's just like I'm baiting them. And I don't get in range for that. And then he misses a snare on her, which... And then all that creep block right there. That was so BS. And we just melt towers because I have like the items to do so. So this game is basically over. Like, there's like one more death I have, but you know, as you can see, like I've just snowballed out of control. Okay, I'm about to show you guys, you know, what I'm thinking this team fight, like how I execute this team fight. All right, so you know, we get this inhib, right? Speed it up again. All right, so Hecarim's charging in, right? He's going on Raka, not me. So I'm like, okay, well, Hecarim is like away from his team, so I can just attack him. Like, it doesn't matter. I get free autos on him. I whittle him down, then he's going to be too scared to fight us anymore. Look, he takes Raka so low. And you see how I save my leap strike for these like instances where they blow their gap closers? Okay, so right here, Gragas is going on the Lux, right? So I'm like, okay, if I keep these three, you know, away, scared a little bit, then, you know, I can then get to the Lux. The Gragas can't burst the Lux. Gragas is a tank. Like, I'm not afraid of that, but, you know, I'm pretty sure she still dies. So right here, I'm just like, alright, I don't care. Hecarim gets scared, right? Lux gets a good laser off, and I make him back off. You see how I don't go in, like, anymore? And I'm just like, alright, I help out Lux. Because I don't want to make the risky play of, like, them kiting back towards their towers and, like, me getting kited. And then, like, getting slowed by Karthus. Getting knocked back by Hecarim and whatnot, so... Here, hold on. Let me show you exactly what I did here. So, you know, I go on Gragas. Then I activate Counter-Strike because I don't need to activate it immediately. Then Hecarim comes back in, dies, suicides, and then calls me bad in all chat. Again. I'm like, alright, whatever. So, that's how I die. Yep. I'm going to show you guys the boosted play I made. Ripperino, right? I try to make a play on Caitlyn, get too greedy, and die. Okay. Pretty sure that's my last death of the whole game. I get 2 more kills because, you know, like, you guys shouldn't be making these mistakes I make. Like, you shouldn't be getting as cocky as I do because, you know, you have this game under control, and throwing your lead like that, it's not going to benefit you. So now, I'm building... I have a Blade of the Rune King, a Titanic Hydra, and a Trinity Force. Why do I build these items? Plus I have a Jams. Jax, when fed, when the game is under control, when you're Jax, you build damage. When you know what you're doing with a champion, you can build damage like I do. I'm not saying it's safe. I'm saying that, you know, if you want to have fun, if you know what you're doing with the champion, if you know what the heck this game is going to end, you know, this game is over. This game is all ours. Like, I understand that. So I build Blade the Rune King. I already build towards the build path anyway, so why not build these items, right? If stuff hits the fan, then I have to build, what's it called? I have to build tank. You know, I have to build tanky items. I have to build, you know, like, Merc Treads. I have to build, Sterax Gauge. I have to build Cinder Hulk. Stuff like that. But I don't need to rush those items because, you know, I'm 15-3 right now. So, why not, when I have fun with a champion, when I know how to play a champion when fed, when I know how to carry games with a champion when they're fed. Like, look at my team's scores right now. Only the Lux is doing alright, right? And I'm the one carrying this whole team, and this Soraka's been raging. like at the beginning of the game. You see, like, when you keep the game under control in your mind and you don't let it take control of you, you just carry. You carry these bonobos, you carry these monkeys, and then you make the players that think they're going to carry rage at you because you're doing so well. And it's just, this is how the game works, and that's all it really is. So now I have Trinity Force, now I have Titanic Hydra, now I have Blade of the Rune King, and I have a James Fist with the Skirmishers and boots, right? Always keep your warding totems. Never buy, what's it called? What is that one green smite item? You know, the one that gives awards. I'm pretty sure it's Poacher's Knife or whatever. Never buy that item. And the reason why you never buy that item is because, you know, unless you're a god at ward hops and you feel like you don't need the damage, you're in higher elo, maybe need the more wards and whatnot, maybe you need a sweeper, you know, those are options. But, you know, the reason why you don't buy that item is because, you know, Jax, challenging smite on Jax is like core on Jax. I'm telling you guys, Jax jungle with that is so strong. Like, people don't understand, like, you know, people buy Stalker's Blade, which is like the chilling smite item. They don't buy the burn, and the burn is like crazy damage, true damage. It gives you reduced damage against, you know, what does it say? Smite can be cast on enemy champions, marking them for 4 seconds. While marked, the target is revealed. Your basic attacks deal however much bonus true damage over 3 seconds, and their damage to you is reduced by 20%. So it's basically like a mini Phantom Dancer with true damage instead of crit. So it's like a red buff combined with like a Phantom Dancer passive. Like, it's really actually good. Like, and plus, you know, Smite being your main summoner spell as a jungler, you know, you need a Smite item. You don't need to rush, you know, a Blood Razor like I did. Like, I never rush Blood Razor. Well, some games I do rush Blood Razor, but when you want more cost-efficient items like these on Jax, you don't need a Blood Razor. You can get, like, Cinder Hulk later on instead. Like, you can delay your jungle item instead of going, like, a worthless warrior, Skirmisher's warrior like Hecarim did. Like, that's not what you do. So, yeah. Basically, this game is just under control. Like, I take my red buff, get all my farm, and then I guess we just run it down mid and just end after this. You're going to see me get 2 more kills. So Hecarim throwing again. You know, Hecarim's really dumb. And look at that damage. Like, I'm telling you guys. Like, they can't do anything about you when you're like this. Like, a Snowball Jax is terrifying. Very terrifying. And that's why I build items like that. Because if you don't make yourself more spoopy, then you are worthless. And I kill her. And Raka hooks me up with the heals. And yeah. So now that's how the game ends. So you see how I like keep the game under control, and I'm like, okay, when the Rock is raging and saying we're going to lose, why'd you feed Hecarim? You know, I'm just like, dude, we're okay. We're all right. Just chill. That's all I say, man. Like, people don't understand, like, the game is not over. Like, just based off that. Just based off one person getting fed. You know, this Karthus, this Gragas, and Caitlyn and Raka, Like, look at the Caitlyn's item. She goes Duskblade with Youmuu's, for Pete's sake. Like, what the heck is she building? Like, that's not what you build on Caitlyn. She has 123 CS. Oh, jeez. Sorry about the yawn. Oh, man. She has 123 CS. And she's building those worthless items instead of, like, Runeans with, like, a BF sword or Infinity Edge with, like, a Blade the Ruin King or whatever the heck you build on Caitlyn. I really don't know. But she's not building, like, the standard Caitlyn items. She's building, like, a dumb build that's, like, based purely on your Q, basically. Like, that's so stupid. Like, she goes 2-6. Janna's worthless. She goes 0-7 with a freaking Medjai's. You know, this game is, like, under control because people in this ELO don't understand how to build. People in this ELO don't understand how to carry. And this is, like, basically a message to you guys, like, saying that the game is just not over based off this one guy getting fed. This guy right here. This Hecarim. Like, this Hecarim wasn't in a carrying state. He was in a carrying state, but he didn't know how to use it properly. While I knew how to get from a behind state into a carrying state. I mean, this is how you play Jax, and this is how you gotta understand the game. You just don't give up immediately. And, yeah. So, I know a lot of you guys are going to say, you know, you give up a lot in your games and stuff. You know, I've been tilted out of my mind. And I'm going to tell you guys that right now. Like, I've been really, really just bad in my games recently. Like, I've just been, you know, giving up too much. And that's what you're not supposed to do. Like, you're supposed to, like, keep on pushing and, you know, go for these wins and not give up on these games, because you're going to win these games. You just got to understand the game. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. You know, leave a like, comment, subscribe to the channel. We're almost at 1K subs. I really appreciate it, guys, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace out.